some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team. You're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies. As we'll see a top 5 team in this conference, the Oregon Ducks, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Ducks will kick it away first. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Washington Huskies offense will take the first swing of the game. As many good things as the Oregon coaching staff had done, they certainly had the monkey on their back. 0 for 3 against Washington in their first 2 years, all one-score games. They finally got it right a year ago, and you got to think the Dogs are now looking for payback.
Yeah, it was a 28-point beatdown. So they got the monkey off the back. Dan Lanning gets his first win versus Washington. This is always a great rivalry game, and Oregon got the momentum back in this series a year ago, Palmer.
Yeah, they did. They had great balance on offense, too. Remember Dylan Gabriel throwing it and Jordan James on the ground running it. So they're going to look to do a little bit more of that in this one today.
And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute. Let's talk for just a second about Washington. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also a tremendous leader. This guy could be the alpha on this defense for years to come.
Washington sends out the punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Ducks offense will get the ball for the first time. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line, a group of ballers, David, who take pride in what they do.
Man, I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era of college football where it's up-tempo, spread, air raid. Games are still won and lost, though, in the trenches. And because this is one of the best offensive lines in all of college football, that is a huge advantage this offense takes into each and every game.
Moore to the air. He fires one deep over the middle. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now,
converts on 4th down. Still going. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Now on the option. The pitch. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on 3rd down? Touchdown, Oregon! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
got it in the middle. It's Evans. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Really nice looking pass there. You think about all the great Washington quarterbacks, right? Warren Moon, the Heward brothers, Mark Brunell, Jake Browning. The greatest quarterback name in college football history, Sonny Six Killer. That guy was throwing seeds at the University of Washington. This dude right here, putting on his best Sonny Six Killer impersonation.
All right, guys, let's chat for just a moment about Washington. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and, man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big four-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. He'll fit right in.
Runs for the tackle. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines. Not his best work. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Gives it on the option. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Gonna run it. It's Whittington. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Unleashes one. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Final play of the quarter coming. Use the play fake, now to throw. Caught over the middle, it's Coleman. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. They'll run play action. Pulls it in. It's Williams. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Williams looking for a man. Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. For decades, Washington dominated this rivalry. Then 1994, and the pick by Kenny Wheaton took it to the house. And since that moment, this rivalry has been on.
It's been so much fun to watch. For years, it had conference championship implications. We've seen Heisman Trophy implications in this one. More recently, college football playoff implications as well. Always fun when these two teams get together.
And it doesn't matter what conference they're in. We're always watching this matchup. All eyes are on this match. They don't like each other. A lot of animosity. The coaches don't like each other. The players don't like each other. This is going to be a great ball game.
Makes the grab on third. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They've seen the good and the bad already. A touchdown on the opening drive, a pick on the second one, and now to try to get things back on track. can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. From the gun, the running back looking for room. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, Dave?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get
throws for the end zone. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. All right, guys, let's think big picture for Oregon. Boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary. 5-star defensive back. Gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program, Billy.
This is enormous. Getting a guy in the back end, a 5-star guy like that, dude, it's plug and play, and those guys pan out at such a high level. Just, they have so much speed. The measurables there. This guy should be an impact player day one.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleed.
Running back searching for a hole. Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4. Let's take just a second and talk about Oregon. As most everyone knows by now, one of the top disruptors on defense in the country, 5-star defensive lineman, and they got him with a huge verbal commitment last week. What's that going to do for them?
I mean, the excitement level through the roof. Getting a guy like that you know is plug and play. I mean, big, strong, athletic, makes your defensive line formidable right away. The recruiting class, they just gained some serious momentum.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. And the Ducks will have it 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They go right back to it. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Trying to bully their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. That drive covered 55 yards for the score. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Running out of time here in the first half. They do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the second quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. Williams will pass. Fires to the wideout. And that one's incomplete.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Looks it in at the 40. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Bought a little time, lets it go. Grabbed over the middle, it's more. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He wants it all. Knocked away, incomplete in the end zone.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, they wait all year for this game, and the Ducks and Huskies could just give us one fun finish today. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering 2 things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? Still 2 quarters to go in this one between UW and Oregon, a treasured rivalry in both Seattle and Eugene.
Washington ready to kick off to start this second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. On the option. Now the toss. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He'll pull it on the read. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Moore will throw. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. The Ducks will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field. Oh, it's a phony punt. They're going to run it with the up man. And no guts, no glory. They pick up the first down. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Fires to the right. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. From the gun, the running back has it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. They'll go right back to him. Went to the running game on 3rd down and picked up 5, but still a couple of yards short. It's 4th and 2. There is nothing to gain by kicking it away in this area of the field around midfield. Going for it, the wise move. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Man, listen, we know this QB wants to take off. Fourth down, go time, got to make a play. Defense locked in, dialed in, got to him, got him on the ground, didn't let him get to the sticks.
The sure hands, it's Evans. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. When a defense is in zone coverage, Jesse, they want to react. How do you react to a howitzer coming out like that one?
Not much you can do because this guy's got a cannon. You saw all the eyeballs on defense on that play. They were waiting and anticipating that throw, but when you've got an arm like that, it's going to be tough to stop that curl route.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
Catch in the middle. It's Boston. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. They'll move the tight end. They'll run it on first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Huskies. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
And he takes this from inside the 5. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Weaves his way ahead and gets 5 out to the 18-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. 3rd down coming. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Hand off from the gun. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. He might want another play. More to the air. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of... They have it at the 34-yard line. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and they're going to try it again. It's another fake. And the roll of the dice turns up in their favor as they pick up the first down. And the Ducks back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Hand off from the shotgun. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. The give from the gun. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Ducks kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. The give to the tailback. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Moore. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Fourth down, and this crowd trying to help this defense rise to the occasion. Has to get there to move the sticks. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Ducks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Caught behind the line. It's Whittington. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. From the gun to give, looking for room. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He's got it. The offense pops it up, and they were on the move. The defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Man, you go from perfect position of strength. I get to salt this clock away. I get to run this out. I'm going to win to, man, now I got to put my defense back on the field, and anything can happen, right, in football, and you can catch breaks, and so now you got to go out and earn it. You had this thing under wraps.
They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. Williams looking for a man. Gets open down the middle.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now,
and they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Back to pass. Here's a throw downfield late. Makes the grab on the big throw. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Washington. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finished it with an explosive play in the passing game, scoring from 47 yards out. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. Leaves it with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on 3rd down? A timely pickup to get the first down there, and it took a little something out of the crowd, too.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
So Oregon gets the victory in its blood feud against Washington, and you best believe this one is going to stick with the men in purple for quite a while. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.